Okay guys, I will try to capture my progress with Astropatank from a real 3DO, and I was pulling my hairs with OBS, the USB capture device, Windows freezing, and I had to reboot the machine, and then it just froze in the BIOS for some reason. I still don't understand how I made things work now. It's always like this. And I'm afraid if I move a cable, it's gonna disconnect and it will, I will need an hour to start that again. So if I fail, I failed. So it's better to go to the, I'm working on Astropatank and I might have to close the console. How is this gonna, if I close the console, I don't know if the recording will continue. Of course I can do separate recordings. Imagine 1 hour ago I was very motivated to make a capture and now I don't feel like because of this problem. I'm almost like just don't do the capture. Go play Elden Ring. But I'll try, and I forgot what I wanted to present. What I wanted to present is I have fixed a lot of the things. Maybe I need to see if I can fix the frame rate. But now if I disable vsync, it's kinda better. It doesn't go from 30 to 60, actually 50 to 25 in this pulse system. And I did some cool things with the particle with a new texture, an old texture actually. Let's start. Oh, I should change. Also, the screen is shaking because of the capture, so it's gonna look crap. Okay, I think there is sound I don't hear. So I decided maybe that's yeah. I decided to use the cyber text. The frame rate here is it's over. Previously I was testing it. It was under 50. Now because it's balanced, I will see whatever hits. Now if I press select, let of missing oh it's 60 60. That's not. It's over 60, but it's barely. That means it will jump from 60 to 13. Yeah, let's see what I can do with that. Why is the frame rate still not? Because okay, with vsync it's good on my side, but it's gonna. And I haven't done everything. The stars are not timed with time difference, so it will be going slow and fast. I don't hear the sound. Probably it's and maybe I'm. Oh my god, maybe I'm. Let me see. Okay, I can. Actually, yes, I can hear it. Test, test. Okay. I don't know much about OBS. Okay, okay, it's good to hear myself. No. Okay, it's good to hear the music. And previously I was getting under 40. I was trying to optimize something. I was doing a regular division for stars. It's just 256 stars. Also, I use a cell blob texture, very small. I could make it even smaller. Yeah. Is it 16 by 16 or 8 by 8? Maybe it's 8 by 8, which is already small. And the cyber texture, anyway. So here we're getting 50. If I press select to disable vsync, we're getting 78. I added the particles, the smooth particles. So okay, let's put the vsync 50 here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you that. I changed the code so that I immediately see the gate, so that I program the gate. I had things to program, like the text messages with the color. There were a lot of things missing. The particles were not here. The thing is that the frame rate is gonna jump from, because of vsync, from 50 to 25. Especially if you go like this, it's gonna be 25. If I disable vsync, it's gonna be whatever, it might be better. I changed the controls on the joypad, so it's left, right, but then the L pad is accelerate and the R pad brake, and of course there's this high view. See, the frame rate still needs work. It's not a matter of cells, it's a matter of the CPU stuff. At least if I want to get it. In this view, okay, but you want to play at least in this view. Oh yeah, the smooth particles. It's hard to see. Now here's the thing, normally if you get 50 rings, that's how it works in those. There goes this portal at open, and on those, I'm gonna do something for the map because it's very slow. I have a very easy idea. On those, this is only for testing. I set it that if you get one ring, the gate opens immediately. And now I use the cyber texture, the same one I use, which I procedure generated, but with blending. So this view gets 90 FPS, 89. Interesting, because I disable, and sometimes it gets less. Is it depending on things moving around, even outside of the screen, bouncing in? Interesting. So I used to have the inputs from the PC, where you press forward to accelerate, and I put it on the L pad and D pad. Also, I have another configuration where A would accelerate, B would brake, and the L pad, R pad would shoot. So I might have to do some options menu for a few additional stuff, selection of controls and things. Okay, I'm gonna damage myself. I mean, okay, the frame rate. I have vsync disabled, but I use 4 video RAMs so that there is no flicker, because behind it the cell is not the cell, the DMA is clearing the previous frame. That would create flickering. But if you just, of course, this is a problem for memory. Now without shield I can damage myself. Okay, maybe I'll put some the nice particles, and now will appear in another place. So yeah, I set this up for testing. Let's put it like here. And now I want to show you some experiment, and I will have to try and close the console, and fortunately the recording will continue. It will stop for a while. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Now this is experimental. I tried the blended cyber texture I use on the letter. I tried to put it in the whole map. Ha, gate open. And here you see the blended. They are alpha additive blend. All the blocks are glowy blending. Frame rate is what it is. Now you can see more of it. Colorful. So yeah, the cell blending power is, yeah, it's supposed to be more, it's sucking more performance if you enable blending, but it's still cool. Okay, it goes under. Now this is the additive blend. So my plan for this view, not now, I just go through every grid point and I render all the polygons. There could be 2000 polygons, micro polygons. But I think because this works like just an overview map, my plan is to do this, to not display the individual polygons, but create a texture that is the map of the area. Just display that. If you want to display this top-down view so that you can see where everything is, I rather display a single texture, a single quad on top as a layer, as a bitmap layer. So at this mode, it's not gonna render individual quads. Oh, the colors are broken now for some reason. Ah, the colors are back. We broke the colors. How did we? How did we do that? I don't know. It looks so cool, but then I noticed it looks better. I was testing it on the PC. Okay, it's blending more here. I know I wasn't sure. The feeling sometimes goes that the spacecraft is not below, even if it is above. Like the additive blending didn't work to conceal a bit the things below. So I prepared another version. Let's try that again. Okay, good. Recording wasn't. And those are just experimental. It's not unless I put an option to enable the cyber texture. I don't even know if I will do that now. I just have a macro that I enable and changes a lot of things for now. So when there are more stars, it reaches. I would like to be 65, 70. I could reduce the number of the stars a bit. So this is darker though, because I use not the additive blend but the average blend now. Now those are still use the additive blend. They get, but this one is dark because it's the average blend. Now if I go below, I'm getting a bit darker. It's like some glass. because it averages my color with the one above. So that looks different. It's very dark on this capture, and I have a reddish tint here. Where are the other? It's all red. Ah, yellow. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And okay, the frame rate is not bad, but I was hoping it could, because I have issues. I have to time some of my physics more. Like for example, if you go here, look how big the particle. Because the particles are disappearing with every frame, the life is decreased by 1. And because the frame rate is so low, or if I shoot, for example. Okay, also I noticed the other thing. If I shoot here, I'm at the same speed, more speed or the same speed with my... I can reach my laser, that's a bit... Maybe because of the frame rate drop. Now if I enable vsync now, or did I disable vsync? So now I enable vsync and I disable vsync, I'm 50 something. And that's it, guys. You know, always you win and get open. Those were also zoom files that I was cycling the VGA palette, and because there's no VGA palette, I had to do some different tricks. Because everything is on cell now. The particles are on cell. They are little small particles that I position and zoom. And the logo is on cell, and that's why I can texture it with this. It's the same texture I use, which is a inverted, the radius inverted thing, and it's x and y multiplied 4 times. It's not even a radius, it's a square. X and y cubed. It's not cubed, it's the power of 4. And inverted and clamped, and I want to release it. I want to release an alpha version where people can play, but I need to improve the frame rate if I can a bit more, and also if the frame rate is under 56, if it drops at 30, although you can disable vsync, I need to put some options for if you want to disable vsync, or maybe you wanted to lock it at 30, I don't know. That's what I want to do. So I would like to curate it a bit more before I release an alpha version so that everyone can try and play. And normally, okay, I will change back the gate. You need to find 50 rings to open the gate and finish the game, and then you have 3 lives, and so it has some winning, and I made 2 different ways to the spaceship moves. I might do a few more things on release an alpha version, and then I can continue with it. And I guess that's it, guys. That's all. We are 20 minutes in. The recording works now, but whatever. So I'll see you in a new video. Bye.